Welcome to the dugout. Yes, as I interrupted Harshit, he was telling us something. What were you saying?
Was saying something?
Gajni moment again, huh? IPL auction again.
Ghazni would also be reminded of things in spells, right?
In
that
spells.
spell will come.
No, he used to remember for like 7 minutes or something and then forget.
8 minutes, yeah.
8 minutes.
Oh yeah, that timer would go on.
Yes.
It's a copy of a English film.
I liked it.
Very nice. But you have to see the
Not the adaptation.
real film. It's called Memento
Momento, yeah.
and it runs backward.
Oh.
So it starts with, why am I running after this guy? He doesn't know.
Okay. Then
Cut to
flashback.
what he was doing 8 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Cut to what he was doing 8 minutes before that. The full film runs like that.
Oh.
Wow.
Brilliant. That's why I became a Nolan fan. And then, of course, he came up with many other films later, like Inception and so on and so forth. Interstellar. But that is peak Nolan.
As far as script is concerned, nothing beats Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, but Pulp Fiction, Quentin, different style,
Yeah.
different way of doing things, long scenes,
Yes.
invest in characters, dialogue. So it's about, 15, 20 big scenes.
Yep.
That's what he focuses on. But Nolan is quick.
Quick.
Story moves fast
Correct.
from one scene to another, to another, to another, to another.
Yes.
Till you are. Are you sure we are live now?
Yeah.
Huh?
No,
You were-
we are discussing quick jump cuts and all those kind of things. Something similar happened in the IPL retention, right?
No, because today we do not have anybody to be informing us. Today all of us are here. No producer today. Today since we are talking about Nolan,
AI.
we are risking,
Yeah, this is AI.
we are going next level.
We are live.
We are going next level. We're trying autopilot. It's like sitting in a Tesla without a driver. The first time you'll sit, you'll be scared. Whether it'll work well or not, and where is it going to take you? So it's like that. Bina driver ke
See,
car.
this is
we
again,
are sitting.
can do this digital maybe. TV, you can't imagine empty PCR anchor is blabbering.
Yeah, it happens some places.
Huh?
Doordarshan, I believe. People just go for their tea break and the show is on. Put shows on autopilot. So anchor can then think which camera to look at and keep doing.
The anchor will only have to be talking because you can't cut to packages, you can't do anything then.
Yeah, can happen. Okay, welcome to an IPL special. It's been a good 24 hours since retentions have been announced, and like us, I'm sure you guys have also had time to look back, think hard, and then come to terms with some of the retentions, and are still scratching your heads over some other retentions or non-retentions. We'll talk about that. What we're going to do in the dugout today, we thought that let's try and basis our understanding, information, guesses, all of that put together, what may have transpired to the retentions by certain teams, whether they retained or did not retain certain players, what may have happened for it to have ended it the way that it has. Some would be happy memories for fans and teams, some not so happy memories for fans, teams, players. So I think we have 4 or 5 teams in mind because they are the ones that have caused the most jaw-dropping moments this retention, and in terms of whether they've retained a player or not. So we'll focus on those 4-5 teams that we thought about. The rest were pretty much a done deal, and so wouldn't have surprised either you or us.
Indeed.
Producer Shashwat, all is well?
Yeah, all is well.
All is well.
All is well.
All is
Okay.
well.
So which team, just to give you a bit of a rundown, the 3 or 4 teams that we're going to look at. Mumbai Indians, we're going to look at how is it that they managed to pull off a coup.
Fab 5.
Fab 4.
Fab 4.
How they managed to retain Fab 4 despite many speculations, expectations and awkwardness that may have crept in while them doing that. I did message an important person from the franchise yesterday saying, great retentions. So he said, thank you. So Mumbai Indians is one that we can talk about. The other that comes to Delhi, because of Rishabh Pant. What may have happened there, we can talk about that.
LSG.
Lucknow Super Giants, we can talk about. No KL Rahul there. Apparently
KKR.
there's a statement that has been issued by the owners as well. We'll talk about that as well.
KKR.
Kolkata, especially with their captain not being retained and Shashwat's favorite player in Shreyas Iyer. We can talk about that. So pretty much these 4 teams we're going to focus on. And if during our discussion some other name crops up, as is always the case, it's a free-flowing discussion. So we'll discuss about that.
Yes.
So which team, whoever youngest in the panel, Shashwat gets to decide. Which team do you want to
Delhi
start?
Capitals.
Let's start with Delhi Capitals. Okay then.
It's still.
It's actually good in a way that the 2 DC fans that we are on the panel end up sitting on opposite ends, because that's actually our view of the team as well.
Yeah, that's
Never on the same page.
So I'm guessing one would be happy that Rishabh has not been retained, the other is going to be upset that he should.
This is something we were discussing prior to the day of the auction as well, and we
Yesterday
weren't
before the auction.
and we weren't on the same page yet again. And again, there is one person who had to then.
You know, does that also explain why Delhi doesn't win? Because they
Yes.
are never on the same page.
2 different
No,
owners also.
That's what.
The problem is, see again. Firstly, I feel like this 2 owners thing situation has been there with Delhi since a very long time now. It's just that this time it's been talked about so much because of the Rishabh Pant situation. Otherwise, nobody even knew about it. Nobody actually talked about it. They were actually, in fact, till last time, people knew about it, but that there wasn't so much chatter about it. In fact, people were really appreciative of the fact that, see, on the other end where Punjab has multiple owners, they have puck out such a khichdi, whereas the Delhi team on the other end have two owners for two years.
But can I tell you why that didn't happen, Shashwat? And you're right. Ever since GSW came in 2018, 19,
18,
I think,
19,
they came in. So we are now in 2024, and it's been a good 5 years in which there have been 2 stints of both owners that have been in charge. But I'll tell you why it did not come to fore so much earlier is because both sets of owners were happy going with what the other had chosen. So, for example, if you know, let's be honest and not mincing my words, but the time under GMR was less than ideal. I think the decisions that were taking, the people that they had at the helm weren't great, and which resulted in that. You will have to give credit to GSW ever since they came, and I can say it with good measure because I do know of players who may not be with the franchise now but have worked in the past with the franchise either as a player or in the coaching staff, and I've had multiple conversations with them of the team, and everyone seems to have told me that ever since JSW came in, there was a lot of professionalism, there was a lot more focus and bit of streamlining of things, which has helped the franchise, as you can see in the terms of results also that they've achieved. But why this clash was not reported so much, even though we knew about it because it's our job in the industry, and I did know that these many years one owner takes over, the next owner then takes over, is that they continued. So for example, when JSW came, they appointed Saurav Ganguly, and I remember I moderated the session.
You moderated the session, I remember.
So when they announced Ricky Ponting as their coach, and that same season director of cricket was Saurav Ganguly, so they had an event in New Delhi where they had a panel discussion, and the media was there. Media could also ask questions, but they needed to have a panel discussion. I was, DC got in touch with me that will you do the panel? So I had done that panel, and both of them, a great panel to have Saurav and Ricky with it, and then it was open up to media. So I did see certain things up close, that they were becoming more professionals, getting the right people in charge. Ricky Ponting had come with a lot of fanfare. Saurav. Now what happened after 2 years when the first stint got over, things didn't change. So when GMR came, it's not that they changed a lot of things. There were a few changes that still happened. I know that their CEO at the time then moved away. Somebody else was appointed. Then he came back the same. But if you look at it, Saurav Ganguly still continued to be that.
Yeah.
Ricky Ponting still continued to be the coach. So somewhere credit to GMR as well, that they reposed their faith, saying, okay, they've taken away. What has happened this time?
Saurav Ganguly in fact had a very long association, because in between when he was with the BCCI also, he went, and then when his stint ended there, he came back to Delhi only. So it wasn't like his loyalty sort of shifted.
Because he has a relationship with JSW.
yeah.
But exactly my point. Why these things weren't highlighted is because GMR also went along with it. So there were minor changes. If you remember, there were changes which you will, because it wasn't spoken so much about in that they had a support staff at that time. It was Ricky Ponting the coach, and they
James
had
Hopes.
Hopes and Kef, I think, were the two assistant coaches. When GMR came, the two assistant coaches went. Amre had come, if you
Amre, yeah.
remember.
Mumbai,
KF had gone out, and few things happened. But so this was still happening. That when GMR was coming, they were making a few changes. I even told you about the CEO change.
That
So-
happened recently.
No, that time also.
Yeah.
That time also it happened. But the thing is, because it was not in public eye, because how many people really care when the
Exactly.
CEO has changed? Or how many people really care if an assistant coach is going to have Ricky Ponting move? This time it's happened, no? That's why people are paying attention. So it was always this case, but now,
Because the
G-
name is so big now.
no, but GMR has really stamped its authority, saying, no, boss, we're going to go a different way. And that is the prime reason
Why this is happening?
why Rishabh Pant is not around. I know people will say he asked for X money, Y money. Maybe those are the reasons. Maybe the tweet that Rishabh Pant put out was actually gauging, what the market would think like. But as far as I know, both sets of owners were keen to have Rishabh. That JSW wanted him is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
He's had a working relationship. In fact, JSW he has a lot to owe to. They're the ones who put him as captain, removing Shreyas when he
Exactly.
came back.
2021.
Despite the fact that Shreyas has taken them to the final. Yet they backed him. He's also a brand ambassador of JSW.
Is he still there? Or
I think he is still there.
It has ended.
I don't know if it is ended or, but he's had a relationship. But I would assume that he's
Now
still.
he's no more the brand ambassador for JSW.
No, I think he may be. Maybe. He may be. But we can check on that. But he's had a long relationship. So it's, if you remember, Park Jindal came and spoke the other day and said that, listen, we want to retain Rishabh Pant. So in their mind, they had to. It's just that clearly this change of ownership, when people have changed, maybe Rishabh thought, it's not to say that he felt that GMR or he doesn't like that. It's not that.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought that, oh, they're making a lot of changes and he's not liking those changes. Or maybe he thought that there is no vision. Or maybe with this vision, if they have this vision or this coaching staff, maybe I will not get the desired team that I want. So you see a lot of those things. So they had multiple meetings with him, including in India and in Dubai.
Yep.
And so he must have been interested. They had conversation, but eventually he was not convinced. He thought that maybe if I stick with this team, it's like, you're offered a new job, let's say. You go to that place, you speak to that thing, even though they may be offering you the money that you want, but if you think that the environment is not great, they don't cover sports really well, the other people, your co-workers are not somebody that you are, so you say, no, I don't want to take it up.
But do you really think that could, see again, why I feel other than money there cannot be any other reason here is, there could be only two reasons. Maybe the GMR set of the owners who would be taking over now do not want to see him as a captain. They would have wanted him as a player, yes, definitely. Captaincy, also they could have given him depending upon how the auction would have been. First reason could be this, that they weren't giving Rishabh the assurance of captaincy. The second thing, I don't see any other reason than Rishabh himself wanting to see a genuine value for himself in the auction. Because as far as the environment is concerned, I go back to the time when he was not playing the IPL one season. I remember Delhi Capitals, in fact, going ahead, hanging his jersey.
2023.
2023, hanging his jersey in the
Dugout.
dugout. They were all actually penalized for that also, because that wasn't allowed as far as the rules were concerned. Rishabh Pant again came and watched quite a few games of Delhi in the stadiums also, and he was connected in a very positive way. He considered it to be family, and at this point also, I think to a certain extent he was okay in coming to Delhi. I think the only reason could be either captaincy not being assured to him, or he wants to see what his actual worth could be in the auction.
As far as I know, Delhi wanted him as captain. They wanted him to continue as captain. You tell me, if you look at Rishabh Pant right now, if you have doubts over his T20 credentials as a batter, I would still agree with you. You can take out numbers for that, as Siddharth has in the video that has been put. There can be an argument that, okay, in T20, he's not doing the job that he once used to do.
Yeah.
At one time, he was your number 4, 5, 6 batter who would bat amazingly well and pull you out. Now he's become a top order batter, more of an accumulator in that sense. If you have doubts over his batting in T20, I'd still kind of, be in agreement with you. But I think Rishabh Pant, the captain, has never made any sort of mistake. I don't think he's flawed. In fact, as captain, I think he's quite sharp. Whatever I had heard of him while he was captaining, even from people within, many used to say that, oh, it's Ricky Ponting who's turning. While Ricky was there, I know that even as a young captain when he came, he was a man of his own. He used
had
his
own idea.
Yes, he overruled Ricky Ponting in a few things. There were times where Ricky wanted a certain bowler in a super over and things. I said no. He went inside. He was decided in the meeting. He went inside. He got a different bowler to do the super over, which is great. It worked out for the team. I like that. A captain should have his own mind. He should be his own person. So, and I think as a captain he was shrewd enough, sharp enough, and there will be many teams who will be vying for him as captain. Delhi wanted him as captain.
Even no, I'm not saying they did not want him.
Yes.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he was what the reports at least were that they're not assuring him captaincy. They're not saying that he is not going to be captain.
What is the difference between that you cannot be captain?
No, I'll tell you. Maybe what I can connect the dots at this point is now everyone is saying that Shreyas Iyer is coming to Delhi again. As far as the reports are concerned, Shreyas Iyer could be coming back to Delhi as captain. Maybe if these discussions were going on early on also between Shreyas and a set of owners in the Delhi Capitals, then maybe the team management would have wanted to go into the auction, see how things turn out to be, maybe get back to the option of having Shreyas and Rishabh Pant again in the same team and then take a call on captain.
No, that's not what I know of. I told you. No. They had completely agreed to. As I said, they had multiple meetings with them. They definitely wanted as captain. At least that's what I know. I will not be surprised that the money issue cropped up.
Yeah.
That maybe he was not happy with the kind of price that they may be thinking, and maybe Delhi thought of him at a price. Maybe he rates himself higher than what Delhi may think, and maybe Delhi thought that they'll need more money to go into the purse with certain things. That may have been the only sort of area. That, as well as, again, as I'm saying, sometimes it may not even be captaincy or money, but maybe, if you're not getting the environment or the feeling from a management that will back you all. See, if you're taking a charge of the team, it's not just about the money that you're taking, because we simplify it as much. If I'm the captain, let's say, you're assuring me also to be a captain. I have to see whether they share the same vision as me. Because when you're going into the auction, then I would want the team picked according to how I would like as captain, right? If I do not trust you, that you will do as I would want you, or you will have a faith in a player that I may think that you should pay X crore to, or this player Y crore to, that's when I'm going to see, no, then this cannot be the team, because I will not get the team that I want. When they go, they have their own cricketing thinking of how they will want to, and I will not get my desired team. So I want to win a IPL title as a captain. Maybe I go to another franchise that I've spoken to who's saying, listen, you come, you run the show the way you want to. And I want an independent free hand, and I will run that team the way I want to.
But don't you think
or
in Delhi
no
with Rishabh Pant
was it going to be? I'm not sure.
Or we are simply overcomplicating it.
You know, the whole management has changed, right?
Yeah.
The coach has changed, the director of cricket. Would it have continued like that? Who knows? Till now there was, which is why he loved Delhi, which is why he hung that jersey, which is why he felt like home. There's a reason why he's leaving that home.
And was at the auction as well. Now remember, this is a player who's not played cricket for a while, but was there at the Dubai auction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So they held him in such high regard. What I sense as far as this whole situation, I don't think money was really the problem. Maybe just a bit for paperwork purposes, but these things can be resolved in other ways as well.
Mumbai would have done it.
Yes. And we are again, I think, overcomplicating the situation.
I'm just going back to the time, Siddharth, because the word was pretty much out that a Shreyas Iyer is going to be available in the auction. This is something that everyone knew. You didn't need a deadline day for that. Now, the time that Delhi made it to the final, and under Rishabh, the captain, how have things been over the last 3 years? We've all seen. Right? 1 year you can discount because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
The time that Delhi made it to the final was when Shreyas was the captain. That time GMR were the team that were running the business in those couple of years, if memory serves me right.
Yeah.
With GMR now in control over the next couple of years.
No.
21-22, I think it was GMR.
24-23 was JSW.
22-21.
21 was
only one playoff that you reached, and that was under GMR.
so that was
one JSW, one GMR.
No, how GSW? Yeah, the next
2020.
Yeah, the next season as well you did, right?
Yeah, 21
They
GMR.
are in Sharjah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2021 GMR, 2020 GSW, right?
Yeah.
So, but again, are we just not looking at the picture that Delhi Capitals is doing Delhi Capitals thing?
No, so
by
that's
releasing.
I think
Delhi
again,
Capitals,
it's like you. This isn't a meme over here. This is not about Delhi Capitals doing Delhi Capitals things. This is not. That will happen.
Don't offend them.
I'll tell you when it will happen, and I'll be the one to say it. It will happen on the day that the auction date will be announced.
And
because that day Delhi will do Delhi things.
No, Delhi
And
has
that-
done this even more bizarre decisions. I do trust you.
Because this
But
is a
time,
continuation
it's
of
not
it.
the same. No. Again, for a while in between, we did not see those things happening. So now again, I don't think that no again. Yeah,
Old
no,
habits
no,
die hard. Old habits die hard. A Delhi Capitals could release a AB de Villiers in peak form. Okay. What is not
Sehwag,
telling me?
Gambhir,
Yeah.
Glenn McGrath,
Of
everyone.
course, even Virat Kohli was not
Russell.
considered. Russell.
I have a list. You guys go.
Okay. So these are the top of the mind names that I can think about. Okay. Rishabh Pant. Okay. Blunder
Kevin
number one.
Peterson.
Huh?
Kevin Peterson.
Okay, Kevin Peter. Blunder number one. I think Delhi Capitals would have shot themselves in the foot if they RTM Pant, but they have gone. He's gone at a much higher rate. 25, 26. He's supposed to be the bank breaker, right?
No, if you don't get Shreyas Iyer, you have no other option.
Okay, but Shreyas, one more franchisee will.
Delhi will be looking at only two players: Rishabh again and Shreyas.
Because you got only one capped and one uncapped RTM. Okay? Or you can get two
Third
capped.
in the order will be a KL Rahul, but I'm not sure if you're handing over the captaincy. to
You're not handing over that. Okay? If you get a Rishabh Pant, he sorts out all the problems for you. But Delhi Capitals, looking at the way, जैसे कहते हैं ना, Pant का रवैया, whatever you may look at it, he is now saying, I want to go into the auction pool. Okay? I am getting more money. I don't want maybe to be Delhi Capitals because I may not extend my ambition even further.
I still feel somehow. Yeah, you continue.
Ambition, I may not have fulfill my ambition at Delhi Capitals. Which is the team which will give me the total liberty to do that? I can see only two of them. RCB and PBKS.
RCB, you really think?
They need a keeper. They need a middle order bat.
KL Rahul is the best, and secondly, I also don't feel that. Rishabh
And
Pant-
PBKS, I don't think is a career upliftment.
Yeah, and if that
Who
is
knows?
the reason for him to leave, then PBKS is in the
PBK,
offing.
exactly. PBK.
It is a lose-lose situation for the franchisee and for Rishabh Pant. I maintained it from day one.
Like if Sir had
I just want to run you through the list of Delhi. So
Bowlers.
they decided to pick Pradeep Sangwan instead of Kohli in 2008.
Oh,
Let go of AB de Villiers. Let go of Andre Russell. Let go of Trent Bolt.
yeah.
Let go of Kagiso Rabada.
Yes.
that year, again Kagiso.
Yeah, you had to
And
pick
now
one
Rishabh.
between
You have to
Nokia
pick
and
one,
Kagiso
yeah.
It's
Rabada.
an illustrious list.
It is. So I cannot wrap my head around that this is done for strategic or leadership purposes. This is Delhi Capitals doing Delhi Capitals thing.
The only reason
You
I still see
Siddharth, you were trivializing it too much by saying that. That's the problem.
I-
He
because
just
it's
likes
not.
to make fun of.
Yeah, it's
No.
it's
no, our team has done stuff to be made.
yeah,
fun of.
but this
Yeah,
is not
yeah,
one of those.
Yeah.
This for the judgment, the sharp judgment that you have. This is only you doing damage to your own reputation. In
Not
my
really.
eyes.
See, because if Pant goes to Delhi, it'll be a loss. If he doesn't go to Delhi, it's still a loss.
Loss.
For if it's a
If he
lose-lose,
goes to Delhi, it's a loss.
because he'll be going at a much higher rate. You're anyway burning
Siddharth,
most
what
of
So
the
he's
chances.
saying basically that it's a blessing in disguise for Delhi because he would have been retained at some 21 crore or whatever,
Yes.
which would be not his right value. He feels.
See, I'll tell you what. In the it's
So he-
going to be
he's
You
done
think,
you a
you think
favor.
his ask would have been what 18 crores and Delhi did not like 18 crores? His ask would have been 25, 28 crores. Where
Exactly.
Delhi would have, so it
So it is a
depends.
lose for loss situation for
it,
him also.
It depends again. Nothing
It's
can be
going
said
to
for sure.
It's going to be very, very simple for Delhi in the auction now because Rishabh Pant and Shreyas Iyer are going to come in different sets. Shreyas Iyer will come in the first set of first batters.
Yes, batters, yeah.
Batters number one. If they get Shreyas Iyer over there, it's done and dusted. And otherwise, if they don't get it, then Rishabh Pant anyways will come in
But
the
you
next
don't
set
know.
of the wicketkeeper
Maybe,
batter.
what if Delhi are
So
to
they
feel that?
right to match.
What?
They will have no other option then.
What if,
capped.
I think Shreyas
what
Iyer
if,
they
no,
won't
I'm saying,
call
what if
them.
Delhi feel let's have the Jodi again together like in 2020, you
I
made it
think
to the
that's
final.
the whole reason of him going.
Your chances of retaining them, I mean, if you look at Shreyas Iyer, is kind of negligible. Because as I said, your neighbor up north will do the Syapa. Punjab Kings.
Arey,
They will
तो
want
do
both.
everyone, na.
You're saying they'll want both.
Arey, they
No,
तो
no.
want
110.5
They
crore.
all want Mahi Bhai also. Preeti Zinta said it once.
But now CSK have retained that, na? CSK have retained MS Dhoni for 4 crores. So that discussion ends.
That if it's about not having that conflict, and if you and I in this room know that there was that little bit of conflict between Shreyas and Rishabh, the other team is not going to have the same problem in their own house, na?
Which according to the sets
Both
that
of
you
them
say,
want captaincy.
yeah, so according to the sets, one is
Shreyas
going
is
to one
coming
place.
first.
Yeah. So either of RCB or PBKS will bid heavily
There
for
would be
him.
3 teams who would want either of them, Delhi, RCB and Punjab.
Yes.
2 will get what they want. 1 team will have to go with KL Rahul.
And I'm saying that is going to be Delhi Capitals.
It could very well be
There are
because
three options of
in
captaincy
the auction you
straight
don't
away.
know. In the auction you just don't know. You cannot predict everything. And the sets will really determine a lot of things over here. If PBKs are sitting with a lot of money going into that set of wicketkeeper batters, you know Rishabh Pant is going only there.
Yeah, because see,
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. See, Punjab, RCB and Delhi need a captain. Okay?
and they need a keeper also.
They basic captain first, na? Keeper they can get anyways overseas.
Kolkata as well.
Kolkata, yeah, even Kolkata needs captains. And then the
I
first
act-
set you'll have.
And they do
Shreyas
have one
Iyer.
RTM left
No, Kolkata has 0 RTMs.
because
They have retained 6, na?
6, yeah.
They can't use the
But they can
RTM.
make
Yeah.
their captain somebody else also.
Yes, so that
Who is
option
somebody?
is
They can
gone.
make Russell their captain.
No.
Yeah.
3 years.
I'm saying they can do that.
With this
It's not like they're dying
situation,
for a captain.
with this situation, if Rishabh Pant leaves Delhi Capitals' face value is gone. You have no one to sell
If
to.
Shreyas Iyer comes back
Siddharth, I'm not too worried about that. Doesn't win you
No,
championships. Doesn't win you championships. A team.
It's like Kohli of RCB.
No.
That's true.
Arey, but if face
He's right.
value was the
Face-
then RCB should have won every season.
Yeah, that's a
That's
Face
it.
value
That's
don't
it,
really.
social media.
Face value doesn't, but brand value does.
No, nothing it does. Nothing it does.
like SRH one.
Yeah,
they were
SRH,
pretty
what
big
value
names.
exactly? What fan base?
Gujarat, Hardik's now
Yeah.
there, but it
Shubman
wasn't.
Gill is the only one.
No, when they won the title.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when SRH won, it was David Warner. But again, not a big Indian.
Okay,
name.
we'll move on from Delhi.
Yeah.
Enough time. If you're just joining us now, do check out our first half an hour on Delhi Capitals.
Next half hour
what
starting
would have happened for Rishabh Pant. The next one, next
Economic
team.
capital, Mumbai. Bhau really stole the show because if you look at, I was thinking behind the scenes, if you had to retain a volatile Fab Four, the volatile Fab Four included Rohit, Surya, Bumrah, and Sky. Okay.
Why is it volatile Fab Four? Why
Because
can't
of
it
what
just simply
happened
be
in
Fab Four?
2024. Because of what happened in 2024. I'll go by what Shashwat said. Surya will not play under Hardik Pandya. That was the common sentiment everybody on social media shared. Okay. Rohit is not
Nobody
happy.
shared on social media.
A lot of conspiracy theories floating around.
This one was
Yeah.
unique.
The boosters who were there, the boosters were giving these kind of.
But you're right. Lot of people.
Lot of
I
people.
wasn't the only one thinking of
Rohit and Hardik, 2 camps in the Mumbai Indians side, and we heard a lot of emojis being done about captaincy, heartbroken emojis.
I want to know all his theories because I love it. One, he said that
Surya will not be in Mumbai Indians
why?
because he
He's
may
India captain now.
Yeah, he's
India
India
captain.
captain.
now.
So how can India captain play?
play under a
That was
Mumbai
one.
Indians.
What is the
camp.
other thing?
Rohit will not be in Mumbai Indians
Why?
because
India captain.
no. Also, bigger name.
also what had happened last. See, but very honestly,
Bumrah, what was your theory? I want to
Bumrah
know.
had no theory on Bumrah.
Acha.
Only
But he will stay.
Yeah, Bumrah.
No, but you had said he's going to go where Rohit goes.
If all 3 would have gone somewhere, or Iban would have stayed. Yeah.
See, this is where economic capital and political capital में यही फर्क होता है.
But tell me
Mumbai Indians, I'm telling you, you have to take your hats off to the management.
See,
Exactly.
he loves Mumbai as a city and hates Delhi as a city. So you can see that
No.
Yeah.
by extension.
But you yourself, I would ask all
But
3
see,
people, nobody
well,
will agree.
I will
This
admit-
wasn't Mumbai Indians.
No,
Would this have happened?
It's not a question of if it was not.
If I'm just
If
asking
my
any
auntie
other
had
franchise-
mustaches, she'd be my uncle.
No.
But
So
she's
you
not.
tell me
No,
yourself.
listen.
No.
Listen to me. Listen to me. No. Again, to correct you, now you're topi ghumai. That if this was not Mumbai Indians. What did I tell you when this whole thing was starting? That not a single one of them is going to go out of Mumbai Indians. All their players, all 4 of them, will be there. And you said, no way. How can an Indian captain will play under Hardik? Who will play?
Yeah.
This? At that time, I told you one thing. You may remember it or not. I told you that we have started giving importance to this ego
Yeah.
of being captain, that players don't. It's a common thing in sport. Captaincy rotation, people playing under each other, seniors playing under juniors. You know, there was a time before you were really watching cricket, there used to be Fab Four in Indian cricket otherwise also.
Yeah.
There was Saurav, there was Kumble, Dravid, Sachin, all of them. All of them played under each other's captaincy. It never reached a stage where you said, what is this? I am not going to play
Yeah.
if Saurav is captain. Or then somebody said, no, Dravid has become captain, and Saurav said, I will not play because I was captain before him. And then later Kumble became captain. So we know.
I mean,
So that was
classic.
Indian-
No.
Forget that.
Sachin.
There was a forget that.
Yuvraj Dhoni.
There was Dhoni who came. But not Sachin. I'm talking about others. No, who didn't leave.
Yeah.
Saurav Ganguly didn't leave captaincy, but he played under them. I'm giving you an example. There was MS Dhoni who came. There were other people.
We have had this discussion.
Yeah, you
but
tell
the
me.
only difference then and now is that was Indian cricket. In Indian cricket, you have no other option. You cannot leave and start.
Well,
Even-
this is only 2 months and the IPL Indian.
You tell me,
No,
Yuvraj, you know Yuvraj Singh was the next heir. He was
Yeah.
going to be, but he played under MS Dhoni.
Because he had no other option. Again, if in the Indian team, see Hardik Pandya also, even though everything was very wrong what happened with Hardik Pandya after the T20 World Cup, it was really wrong. It should have been him who should have been the Indian T20I captain as far as that was concerned.
What happened there? Why was he?
I don't know about that. But no,
Yet.
I don't know about that. But there also everything was wrong. In fact, he should have been the captain in the World Cup itself, but things did not go his way. Then he had no other option. But in IPL, he had the option. He came only if he was getting the captaincy. Otherwise, he had the option to stay to Gujarat also.
He was captain there also.
Yeah, but he would not have come to Mumbai if he wasn't given the captaincy. So in IPL, you can use that as a bargaining chip.
Here there is a demand for all these captains, right?
Yeah.
So then
They
That's
could have
what I'm
got.
saying.
Yeah.
If
If
just
today,
Mumbai Indians who could have pulled this off.
but we were talking about Mumbai Indians
Yeah.
only, na yaar.
I'm not surprised.
No, but
Let's be honest, we've
So,
touched
but
upon
did
2
you give me
teams.
a hypothetical scenario that Kings 11 have Surya Kumar Yadav, Jasprit
Jasprit
Bumrah, Rohit Sharma, and now what will happen? You didn't give me a hypothetical. You have to talk about the team that they were part of. Mumbai Indians.
I agree. Because we've done only Delhi and Mumbai, and while Rishabh Pant may have made all the headlines, actually if you see, it was Mumbai Indians who had the biggest fish to fry amongst all 10
Exactly.
teams. And credit to Mumbai Indians.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Total credit. Total credit.
See, Delhi Capitals' current management is inspired by Maharashtra.
Why are you done with Delhi Capitals?
No, I'll tell you why. Rotating chief ministership and deputy chief ministership, GMR, JSW is like that only.
Double engine
but why are you
sarkar.
giving?
Double engine sarkar.
Why are you giving Maharashtra example for Delhi team? You give Delhi example. Delhi is using odd even.
Odd even. Okay, fine. Odd even.
Given Delhi-
So, look at the situation Mumbai Indians found themselves in. A legacy team that was ruptured by egos and fake fan bases and fake PRs. Okay, that was one. Second, you had to manage 4 biggest names in Indian cricket.
But when
The
was my
BCCI
point
would not
was
have done
this?
this.
No, they could have. My point was exactly this. You guys don't give enough credit to Rohit Sharma, to a Surya Kumar Yadav, to a Jasprit. Are they only driven by ego? That's your assumption. They may be driven to perform for the team that they've called home for so many years. Captaincy or not captaincy. If there was any disappointment, it was 1 year of disappointment that's gone. Let me look at it from Hardik Pandya's point of view. He also got booed. He was not, the season didn't go according to plan.
10th place.
So he's not being a child who's throwing the pram out of the toys out of the pram. He's not doing that. He's also has to. So similarly, I'm saying, can't people be mature enough at that time to also carry forward? They're also been part of that Mumbai Indian team. The drive is, my point is to perform at a level. The drive is not captaincy, and I think, I'm sorry, but it just became like that. Everyone is just driven for captaincy.
Exactly.
Nobody is. Virat Kohli let go of his captaincy, but his drive to perform has not gone. No.
Not gone.
Everyone, did you listen to all of these players? They say they started playing cricket. They didn't start playing cricket ki I will be captain. Okay, that's an incidental thing. They started playing cricket that I will score so many hundreds for the team.
Yeah.
I will help this team win these many matches. I will get so many. That's the primary drive or love for anybody for sport. But somehow sitting from the outside, we made it a point that no, मेरे को captaincy मिलेगी, he should not play. How if we've been removed, he will leave this team. He is bigger than this. He will go there. Why should Indian captain play? Maybe they don't think. Maybe they don't allow their ego to be.
Because
dictated.
where
That's
did
what
all
I
happened
think.
last year also, na? In that, by that logic, even Hardik should not have kept. He should have kept his ego out of the way. Then he did not.
Arey,
He
it's
wasn't
not a
ready to
question.
come without
You're not-
captain.
So
Arey,
that
but
is something that you question him. My
No,
point is,
you don't even question him. I don't think you question Hardik as well.
My point is, if everyone, okay, let's say, if everyone has a ambition to be captain, there are 4 people, only one will be made, na?
Yep.
Okay, the thing is, if the one person is made, now the 3 have a choice. You want to continue or don't. But my point is, just because the 3 who have not been made can be disappointed, does not mean that they don't want to continue. If they love their job, they'll continue to do that.
Yep.
Just that they have not been made that, then they say fine. But my primary thing was to be like that. It's like he gave a political example. Everyone is working in a political party. There's so many people. They all work for election. A lot of them win their seats. One is made chief minister, but do the rest of them say, I am leaving? There will be 1 or 2 exceptions. Majority of them stay on.
Yep.
They next time we'll do. They have won their seats. No, they have want to be member of parliaments from their own seats, but they have not got the chief ministership. That's
Exactly.
fine. That is the thing. And disappointment will be there, but this does not carry on for life. It does not become this is be all and end all. Is a possibility. Other teams also would have happened. But I gave you in Mumbai. You asked me why is it that you are saying all 4 will be retained. I told you because they will be.
An offer that cannot be. See, because
So
again,
did they refuse?
Classic. This thing what happened in Rajasthan elections, na, last time. Sachin Pilot and Gehlot. One had to settle.
No other, not even BCCI. If there are 4 players and there is conflict in between 4 players, even the BCCI cannot sort it out. It's just the
They can.
Ambanis who
You think there have been no conflicts in Indian cricket?
But those were never sorted, na. In
Of
that
course
sense,
they were sorted.
They were sorted in
Kapil
the
Dev, Sunil Gavaskar.
There were
It's
massive
just hard
conflicts,
to-
yaar. Before, come on, yaar. Cricket has not started from IPL in 2008,
No, no, no.
yaar.
What I'm trying to
BCCI has
say is that-
sorted many conflicts.
Yeah.
Many conflicts. They've been groupism. People have decided to, back one player, 2 different groups. Everything has happened.
But there, the only
Everything has been
difference-
managed.
There's a very big difference between the two, na. There they cannot leave. Here they can.
Yeah, but the thing is, you said they've not. BCCI also cannot manage.
But-
Don't underestimate the power of the BCCI.
No, but it's very hard to digest for me. Another reason for that is that in the IPL we have seen people leave the team, go, even if they are being offered blank checks, they still go after captaincy, leaving all that money. So now suddenly, that's why I'm saying it's just the Mumbai Indians.
So why did you not take it into account that it is Mumbai Indians that we are talking about? Why did you not take
Because
it?
I thought for a minute maybe Rohit Sharma will.
No, you
But
couldn't.
you knew the team, no, that they play for. If you are being so wise now, why were you not wise enough to, when you were saying that all of them are leaving, you should have been wise enough and said it. No, that because it's Mumbai, I think they will. You should.
You
but now
couldn't
you're saying
digest certain things, na? That happens when you eat too much chole bhature. That's what happens.
I
in it.
didn't have any solution.
So, but see,
Till then
the
they had-
it. He was
ultimate.
having, no?
No, I didn't have.
We were
I didn't have at
together
all.
when they were happening.
So, okay,
No,
the ultimate equalizer.
That night they were kulche. Not
I didn't have.
chole.
Anyways, the ultimate equalizer was the prize given. 16.35, 16.35, 16.3.
I think this is beyond the money, Siddharth.
Yeah.
No,
because
no.
you don't
Another
You think
thing-
5 lakhs here and there, look at the price difference between
Another thing,
Surya and Rohit, it's 5 lakhs.
had those 4 been released, it was foolhardiness.
You are trying to say that Surya is worth far more than just a 5, which is true.
It is true. But in the
Right now,
in
if
Bumrah-
Rohit is not my captain and I'm getting him as a player, and so I'm getting Sky, their price can't be same.
Can't
And
be
Rohit
same.
for 16 just as a player,
Yeah,
16.3, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not getting.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
Sky has to be. There has
It's
to be
a
a big
steal.
gap.
Rohit Sharma
Big
just
gap.
as a player 16 crore, no
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah. But then
But
they went
this
to
is
the right
where you are
choice.
rewarding him for everything that he's done for the franchise.
There are many more rewards also. I'm pretty sure that would have been given. for this
But
job.
if you had put 8 crores
Like
against
what?
his
Tell
name,
us.
No, I really want to know. I'm really curious to know what that offer really is that has been given to.
but
Rohit
Shashwat,
Sky.
this
sir.
is the point. This is where the management
I
comes
have
in.
requested you all the time. You think of offer means it's a good offer only. It's not always the case. For
Offer you
example,
cannot- yeah.
for example, like it's your off tomorrow. Let's say, and I say Shashwat, you have to come tomorrow, and you say no. So there can be 2 offers. One offer can be if you come, then I will treat you to a good lunch, then that's a good offer I'm giving you so that you can come. The other offer, which is not a good offer, but it's still an offer which is still effective, is going to be either you come tomorrow or don't come at all. That is also an offer. It's not a good offer, but it is an offer.
I think you
So-
just decoded it for me.
So,
Very
so
nice.
offers are all sorts of
Just
offers.
in as many
Take it
words.
or leave it.
As
So
many,
there are
as
all
many
sorts
words.
of offers.
No, but I'm saying even you look at the numbers as well that all of them have been given. Would you then, because Mahendra Singh Dhoni also allowed a Jadeja to draw more than him,
Yeah.
right?
14 crore more.
Yes, you could have had the same example in front of Rohit and told him, listen, this has happened. You are one of our least performing assets at the moment with the bat.
Yeah.
That's a fact. It's a
It
blunt
is, it
fact.
is, it is.
But we respect you. We still see you in the 11. Hardik's vision doesn't mean that you're not there in the scheme of things.
In Hardik's vision also is there.
Yeah.
That's what he was told, and which is why the price tag as well for everything
See, it's
that he's
actually
done.
default Hardik's vision which has changed everyone how they are playing.
No,
Because
but
he
in
told
Hardik-
when he was a player in the Indian team, did he not tell the top order
Yes.
that you guys
2022.
come on,
Yeah, Sara pressure.
chop chop. Huh?
Yeah.
So
Something-
maybe
But I
he
think
has played a
Hardik's
role.
powers also little bit definitely would have depleted. Otherwise, you would definitely, because if Hardik would have been the same Hardik that the a kind of power he was given last time, the things that were
What
given-
power was
When did he have power?
Power in the sense, the kind of importance he was given in the team. They were not even ready. They removed Rohit Sharma from their captaincy. This time, I think then Ishan Kishan should have been there.
No.
Yeah.
No,
What?
no, no.
How do you know
Shan
that?
Kishan.
As a
There is no-
retention.
that you never know.
They were
They may-
practicing together in the
That
before the
doesn't.
IPL.
See,
But-
we don't know what happens in the auction, so we'll have to wait for that also to happen. You couldn't have retained any more player. By the way, Tilak is.
You could have easily
No,
let go
no,
of Tilak
no.
and
I
take
had told you
Tilak.
here. You
Tilak
also
is
have
for
to
the
see
future.
Tilak has also correct. Tilak, and if you look at performances, Tilak has been a performer.
I mean, in your last 3 years, Tilak was your standout
Plus,
performer.
the other thing is
They
they,
are
had
left
to
with an
they had
RTM,
to
na?
balance their
One uncapped.
price
One.
as well.
One uncapped.
No. The other thing is they had to balance their price
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
75. No, Tilak can be afforded at 8. Ishan cannot be, but that doesn't mean that they don't go for him in the auction.
Yeah, they will go for him. They will not go for 15.25. They don't want the mistake of
No one
2022.
never, I wonder though, Vadera they did not
Want to
retain.
curtail his power, then you
Vadera they
remove
can.
him. What
One
is the
RTM.
compulsion?
But
if
even
you are
then,
so
4
this
crores-
thing that if in your theory that this has only been done because they've been promised that Hardik's powers will be taken, remove him from captain. You couldn't do that, no?
Yeah.
Have you removed him? Then forget. Then don't get into his powers as we know. He's captain. He's still the boss. People may like it, not like it. If you thought that to keep other guys, you had to kick him out, you should have kicked him out. Remove him as captain. Have you done it?
This was his wish.
But they've not done it.
Your
Which
theory
means
was
that they've
money,
gone with
money.
him. They've gone
Not
with
the.
him.
I thought they would
And
placate
rightly
each
so.
and every.
If you've given him captaincy for 1 year, you should
See,
be given
even when
Mumbai
everything didn't go Mumbai Indians' way, they still persisted with Hardik, and that's why credit to the Mumbai Indians management for
credit
shutting
for
out the outside
having
noise.
all of them,
Yeah.
as Shashwat said, no other team could have been able to pull it off. They have.
That's very.
So well done.
That's
So-
actually true. Forget the team.
And they've done a full photo shoot. And they were there for quite a while, so they would have had
So
that
why
bonding
don't
also.
why don't you see these things before when I ask you that? I want to
Bonding
see.
also.
They did the photo shoot. No, how many teams got all players standing together? Could not. No?
And
So
this
they could have.
Short separate episodes with all 5.
Then now
4
you know.
episodes are out,
now-
1 will be out
Now
by
do you
the
know?
night.
Now do you know? They could have done their own broadcast. They were doing the broadcast of the IPL franchise also.
So maybe that's a test in Mumbai. This test in Mumbai.
No, this test was. Yeah.
No coincidence, no correlation at all.
And they've been here for a week now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn our attention to the next team.
It's your turn. I picked mine.
LSG.
LSG, KL Rahul. What is the latest quote by the owners? What is it?
So, Sanjeev Goenka, who's the owner of LSG, he said, we wanted to pick individuals who will put team first, the winning mentality for the team, and not place emphasis on personal milestones and personal achievements.
Maybe he was talking about Stoinis. Who knows?
No.
But Stoinis was putting
Poor.
himself ahead of the team. Just that him putting himself ahead of the team was not helping the team.
Yes.
Because he was putting himself ahead in the batting order ahead of Puran. So he's really quite literally putting himself ahead of the team. And that is what put the team behind. And Mr. Langer was there, who was happily.
Yes.
If I was the owner, I would have fired Justin Langer at that coach. I would have made him sit. I said, between Stoinis and Puran, I have two people in my team. Stoinis is batting number 3. Is he a number 3 batter?
No.
For God's sake, he can play me a good. On days, he did play one outstanding knock last time.
CSK.
Yeah, but that's the batter that he is. He has to come in at number 6, tonk it. Some days he'll get me a 20 ball 50, 60. That's his job is done. But majority of the days he'll get it on the danda, bold. But that's fine. I'm taking him for his bits and pieces. He's not a match-winning batter. A match-winning batter in all of T20 cricket, arguably the greatest is Nicholas Puran at the moment.
Yeah.
I'd even put him a step ahead of Sky at the moment.
Yeah.
But you are making him bat at
number
5 and
6.
40 balls are remaining. Please, Puranji, come in.
But Sanjeev Goenka seems to be a very unpredictable owner in that sense. Suddenly, I don't know why. Some days he will sort of come and blast at you on the field. Next day, just to cover that up, he'll call you for dinner. Then, leading up to the auction, he'll have dinners with you.
That is common, no?
Yeah.
And then he'll remove.
It's called corporate style of working. That's the corporate style of
the
working.
captain, same person.
But anyway, see,
Was
under
that Harsh Goenka who was running?
No, Sanjeev.
No,
Goenka
Sanjeev
only.
Goenka.
Same
MS.
person.
I thought Harsh Goenka was far more involved. His brother on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the man who has been making all these calls. And there were also reports, I don't know if they're true or not, that LSG wanted to retain KL Rahul. He didn't want to stay.
So then why are you
did he
blaming
make
the
this
owner?
Statement.
What?
The statement that he just made.
No, but that statement you have said could have been for Stoinis, na?
Would have been for Stoinis, but everyone
No.
is assuming that it's
Because
for
everyone
KL.
saw how KL played, so they were like, oh, maybe he's hinting at because many people alleged that KL was getting his own runs, not for the team, and he said this.
That's been the case.
No,
But assuming, okay, let's say, okay, let me put it this way, straight up, without beating around the bush. Assuming that the owners did make this statement and this was, directed at KL Rahul, is there something wrong in what he said?
No,
Not
there's nothing
really.
wrong in that, what he said.
I think
but
it could have been avoided though.
No, but if you want to pass on a
Message.
what would you
it
do?
could have been
Retention-
framed better.
Retention, yes. I think so too.
See-
From the owner's point of view, I felt
Every-
who is this directed at? I think every cricket fan in this country knows and will not get this guess wrong. This is directed at KL Rahul. Everyone knows that. Could it have been avoided? I think yes. If you wanted to pass on a message, there were other ways. The paddle will not go up in the auction for you at all. That is my way of passing on the message, maybe. But
Which may still happen.
This could happen. Yeah.
exactly, and that's message enough. That's message enough.
What if
You
it
could have
was
just
good for him?
given a bland statement. We
After
want
this
to.
statement.
No, maybe then we'll come to the statement is really for market.
No, I'm telling you, what if it is not for Stoinis?
It isn't.
See,
See,
then why were these reports coming out then that they want to retain him, he doesn't want to stay?
Or maybe the statement is post him not wanting to stay.
yeah.
So you think that has come out because of that statement?
You know,
Now then,
Maybe
that
it was said preempting whatever you knew deadline 5 o'clock it had to happen. I get something
No,
circulated.
you knew in advance that he's not staying, so maybe that's why this.
And also, Sanjeev Goenka, again, I also agree with what he said that he should not be making such statements, especially because you know the world is really small. At some point of time, you might need his help.
you needed a bland statement.
Not help in the sense.
Can I be very honest?
Yeah.
There is a much bigger chance, if you're looking at life in general, you're giving a life lesson, that KL Rahul may need his help
Yeah.
sometime in life
Yeah.
rather than the other way around, as you have.
But you never see again.
If we were to go by that logic, I'm not saying that will never happen. Maybe neither of them need anybody's help. going forward.
But
They're
what if KL
self-sufficient,
Rahul has a dream
successful
season, then
people.
he's again in the option, then you can't go back to a KL Rahul.
Go back.
And
to
your
Mumbai
reputation is
Indians.
always already
Get
so.
back to Mumbai Indians. Same logic. Now get back here. Do not compare apples with oranges. Compare apples with apple. Cricket is a small part of our life. Cricketers are influential in very small way. Country is run in a much bigger way.
Yeah.
Much bigger things and much more influential people.
Like
There's a world. What happens is because we love cricket, now we think everything is Our cricketers are the biggest people on the planet. The sport is the everything that is happening. In the larger scheme of things, it's just a sport, and there are just sportsmen.
Like the cricketer we were talking about, I remember reading his comments not too long back, where
KL Rahul, na?
yeah, he has to get the names out always. But anyhow, so he said there is life beyond sport. There is life beyond sport. He in fact is very keen on entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And tell me,
exactly, came on that podcast.
exactly.
Yeah.
And when you start with an entrepreneurship gig, when you start with a startup,
Okay,
you
that's
need.
why he's left on good terms.
Arey, but now what terms? Yeah, now going by your logic,
They had dinner by a final goodbye dinner.
yeah, you
They had it together.
every startup needs a venture capitalist.
Now
You
Angel
go for-
investors,
You know,
yeah.
Do you
started
really think?
perfume brand
And there'll only be a very few people in this country for whom things will work on the drop of a message.
And he started his perfume brand, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Which, if things go well, like all these 50% discounts you're seeing during
See,
Diwali, may not need
all these kind of
15%
statements and all. It's
If the KL Rahul branded perfume comes into the market, will you buy?
I don't buy perfume in general.
yeah, I will buy.
You don't buy. You don't use perfume.
No deos.
अरे ठीक है
No,
यार,
no,
tech-
perfumes I don't buy.
Technicality, यार.
Yeah.
Okay,
Perfumes.
KL Rahul Dio comes in
No, I would still not. I'm
between
not that,
fog and this one. Which one will you?
I don't change sort of these things.
Fog
I
only
just,
will use.
just stay in my comfort zone.
Fog.
Wow.
It's too much work to change your perfumes and everything.
Like I went to Australia and I saw Wasim Akram branded perfume. I bought it. No, rare.
I think it's the one you got to the office as well.
Yes, yes, with the cricket.
Cricket ball, yeah.
Ah.
You open it
No,
up
I
and
also buy KL Rahul for him. I buy.
that's what I'm saying. That's a question I asked. Then you went to technicality. I don't
No,
know.
the one you got was a
Dio.
collector's edition or something.
Oh, no, it's available. Yeah, it's by.
Like I'm okay wearing Virat's brand clothes also 1/8.
Huh? No, wrong. No.
No, 1/8 is also
1/8 is-
1/8
1/8,
Pumas
yeah.
and his collaboration. Wrong is just personal.
Rogn.
Wrong.
Rogn.
Rogan.
ROGN. Rogn.
Two brands he has.
Yeah. But that is a British
It's a
brand,
in
right?
What?
itself. Yeah.
ROG, WROG.
No, it's his.
Oh, it's his. Rogan.
Rogn.
That's his private and the 1/8 is a collaboration with Puma.
Ha. Maybe yes.
Okay, let's turn our attention to the final team, which is
Korbal
only
or
gone
Bojimbo.
for an hour. We haven't even reached the question yet.
Korbal or
KKR
Bojimbo?
and no Shreyas Iyer. What may have happened there? Who's going to tell us?
I think I'm going to be quiet, regardless of whether you give me the opportunity or not.
Why?
Because somebody is going to steal my thunder.
No, it doesn't matter. Still go for it.
No, I'm not
Don't
surprised.
let him
by it.
intimidate you.
I am not surprised one bit, and neither do I think it's the wrong decision. I think it's the right decision. I respect Shreyas Iyer, the player. I respect him for the future that he may have and the player that he is. But when I look at that team, the KKR team, minus the captaincy bit, is Shreyas Iyer my match winner? And from the players that I've retained, some of whom I can bank on for the next couple of years, some even more than that because of age being on their side. So nothing against Shreyas. Yes, he delivered the goods while he was the captain. He did what he had to do. But if I have to be a decision maker, if I'm a corporate making a decision for the future, I don't see a match winner in Shreyas Iyer.
But what if it's KL who's decided not to stay?
No, Shreyas.
Shreyas, yeah.
I don't think he would have. I think he would have wanted to stay. And I still feel.
You're saying the franchise is letting
Yeah.
go.
Yes, it was a tough decision for the franchise to make. Because if I look at it this way, can I afford to let go of 3 of those 5 players that I've retained? 3 of them picked in excess of 15 wickets. One of them was blasting runs for fun. The other took matches away, and will take matches away the day and at his own will. The other 2, I see, a bright prospect in them. Shreyas, I can still afford to get back. The others could be priceless commodities. I look at Shreyas Iyer getting back into the fold, and I do see KKR being interested as well.
लेकिन as I say ना श्रेयस अय्यर बेचारे की पनौती लग गई. I'll tell you why. He led Delhi Capitals to the final. Next season, go. He led KKR
Next year, shoulder.
but still he couldn't continue.
Later.
He was told to go. KKR got them the title. Now he's in the mega auction. What more does he need to do?
No, but
No,
And
but in this case, he Could have also said.
He
that.
could have, but then
that's what I
again,
heard.
now with KKR's.
Let's listen to what Shashwat has heard because he gets his information 100% right. So go for it,
No,
Shashwat.
I totally agree with what Harshit sir also said. He's definitely not one of the match winners in that sense. But again, that is something most of the people.
No, give us the inside. No.
No, I'm getting
I have
that.
to. Hey, he's dissing Shreyas Iyer.
No, I'm not dissing.
He's not dissing.
I'm just saying. I'm just being
I
honest.
have to clean my ears.
We are cricket.
Oh my God!
We are cricket.
I need to wash my face with water. Right? This is a parallel universe I'm living in.
No, I'm just
Shashwat, is this you? Or am I manifesting into something?
But I'm getting to what I would also do now, so I do understand what the team has done because most of the teams think this way. But personally, I would have kept Shreyas Iyer just on the basis of the captaincy because I feel that's in itself a very big role which people sort of tend to ignore. Thinking
And he was good as captain.
He was
let's be
really
honest.
good as captain. And it wasn't even just like a one season thing. He's shown it again and again, and that's a very big reason I like him. More than for his batting, it's the captaincy that he brings into the table. But what I don't know. Again, these are also just reports that maybe he himself did not want to stay because he wasn't too. What we were talking about Rishabh Pant, that maybe he wasn't too comfortable in the new setup in that sense. Maybe that's the same case with Shreyas
But
Iyer.
what new setup? With
The
KKR?
old setup only he wasn't too happy with.
Hey, but yeah, I look at my CV. It's the setup that helped me get
Win
to
the
title.
IPL title after
I'm just saying
10
these are
years.
post-season or I'm not
So,
feeling
okay. Now, look at KKR's grand
He
retention
didn't
policy.
get
that
enough
happened.
hugs from SRK that he had to leave.
In the party.
What else do
after
you
party
want?
they would have.
What else do you want?
बात तो सही है, isn't it?
But again, I do understand 9 out of 10 teams
Nicely
would not retain Shreyas Iyer. While if I have such a big team, such high profile players in my team, 9 out of 10 wouldn't do. One would definitely do. I would be like to be that one person who would retain because for
Who
me,
would you let
captaincy-
go of in the auction?
See, I would let go again. I would let go of anyone just to give Shreyas Iyer.
I need to know
Hey,
one.
who gave
I'll
us
tell you
that?
why. I'll tell
Don't
you
beat
why.
around.
I'll let go of Russell.
No.
You think you will be able to get him back?
It's not about
And
that.
is he going to cost me
I-
cheaper or Shreyas?
It's
Listen.
not about cheaper. It's no. Yeah, I do understand what you are right here, but
So exactly what I will do.
captaincy against Shreyas Iyer, Russell might go for the same price. Just keeping in mind that Shreyas Iyer gives me a great captaincy option.
Okay, now one more
I'm
thing.
just saying.
That's what I'm telling you. Which is why I feel they will get him back at a lower price though.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I still don't think so.
Because if I am letting go of a Russell, he can go for 18, 20, 22 crores
even
easy.
Shreyas, if you think you'll get him for less than 20 in the auction, that's not going to happen.
Okay,
Again,
That's
now.
when he'll be the first one to come in the auction. He'll be in the first set. He'll
Okay.
be the first person
So,
to come.
He is not
While
in
at-
the T20I
But
15
he's
anymore.
an IPL winning captain.
That's fine.
No.
Okay.
Again, the middle order, he's not in the setup, but he's not too far away from the setup as well. If you're playing just 5 T20,
I think if KKR were
60
that confident in his ability plus
They
the
are.
captain,
I'm not-
which is so exactly.
they
You
are,
s-
that's why I'm saying. But again, in the auction, once he goes in the auction, he's not going for less than 20 crore. I'll tell you why. Because he's not in the top 6 Indian T20I batters. I understand that. But in the IPL, every team needs 6 batters. And Shreyas Iyer, if not 6th, he is definitely top 10 T20I batters in India. Right now, top 10 in the whole country. Even though if he's not making it to the 11. So top 10 Indian batters, he'd definitely go for 20 plus the captaincy option, plus he's an IPL winner.
Okay,
Is he
so
in the
look
tour?
at what has
Which
happened.
tour?
South Africa?
No. Again, he's just in the...
That must be a
No.
squad of 15, 18, na?
No, he's not. He's not.
Look at what has KKR's grand retention strategy happened.
Not
Okay.
even 15, 20, not 10. Then
So I have my
15,
answer.
yeah.
I have my
Okay.
answer.
Look at the grandest. If Mumbai was 10 out of 10, KKR are 1 out of 10 in the retention strategy that happened. 4 capped, 2 uncapped, so no RTMs for them. Okay.
But
Plus,
they got all their big
but
guns. Yeah,
Siddharth,
come on.
okay.
They can't be 1 out of 10. Very
I'll tell you
unchampion.
why. Because see, you paid 57, but you're charged 69.
That,
That
that's
is
okay.
another thing.
That's
That I
okay,
agree.
which we had explained that
Yeah.
that's how the
They're
rules
saving
are.
money in that sense. They should have.
They
given
just
out
should have
to
given it
earlier
to their
than-
own.
But doesn't matter if they can
The
get
retention
it that
slab
cheaper,
was
that's fine.
the retention
See,
slab was
big
fixed.
that
money
is,
home
by the
also.
way, no. That money comes from your slab.
Slab.
Yeah.
So that's gone. But in real life, though, you're not
Yeah, that's what I'm
paying
saying.
that much.
Why,
You're saving.
Why are they saving in that sense?
They are not saving. They are negotiators. Just as you go for a negotiation, you've got your 5. Now BCCI has set a slab, but if I've got the 5 that I wanted at much cheaper, I've gone. But now BCCI rule says that minimum 75, I will cut it. Okay, so be it. But I've got it for a cheaper
Yeah.
deal.
So you've got 51 crores left in the kitty, okay, by which you have to build your remainder 19 guys that you have to get. Okay. 19 guys, 51 crores. You have retained 6. Okay.
I need minimum 17.
Yeah, you need minimum 17.
Minimum
No, no, 19.
25, na?
18,
Squad.
na? Minimum 18.
19.
No, 18, I think.
18 to 25.
18 to 25.
I think
yeah.
that's the
25
range.
is the max.
18, okay. So you got 12 to 19 that you have to fix your 51 crores in, okay. What you need? You need a keeper. You need a captain. Okay.
Keeper, no, you don't need a keeper. No, you have Gurbaz.
No, Gurbaz has not been treated.
Gurbaz.
No.
No, Rinku,
Yeah.
Rinku, Andre, Varun.
Someone give him some water to him.
Yeah, okay. Gurbaz was not retained. He may come, but at a lower
Yeah.
price. Okay. KKR will have
You
to.
had done KKR prediction na that day and you had put Gurbaz.
No, even as far as the reports, the closest reports.
I don't care about reports.
Today
Now
I
I'm
did
asking
a.
you.
Now things are official.
Yeah, okay.
There were so many.
So, I would have insisted on keeping 5 capped and keep only 1 uncapped retention. That 5th capped would have been a Shreyas Iyer. 1 I could have.
Who are you letting go of, Siddharth?
I am letting go of Ramandeep. 5 capped, 1 uncapped.
You look at.
No, then
6, no.
then you could have had, you still could have had Ramandeep, na?
No, there was Harshit Rana and Ramandeep.
So you
Harshit Rana didn't play.
Yeah, you let go
Fever.
of Ramandeep and keep Harshit.
Shreyas Iyer. Yeah, I kept Harshit Rana because I need a fast bowling
But Shreyas
option.
Iyer was also asking for a lot of money again.
Again, but then
I don't know. Tell us now. We
lot
take-
of
Rakam, what is Rakam?
That he was asking for a lot of money which the franchise was not ready to give. Maybe they would want.
Maybe.
Now in the breakup that Siddharth's talking about, maybe that theory makes sense. I go with 5, my match winners, was 4 plus 1, right?
4 plus 1, yeah.
Yeah. And let go of one of these who've been retained. That's where the money thing comes in. Because while others I've been able to convince, okay, 16 CR, more than 13 they have not paid anyone.
No. 13 CR, 12, 12, 12 and 4, 4 CR.
I'm just happy for Rinku, yeah. From
Yeah,
55
Rinku-
lakh, he's gone to 13, what he
High
deserves.
retention.
He deserves that.
Yeah, he definitely does.
No,
I'm very
Rajasthan-
happy for him.
There should
55
be,
was
At least.
daylight robbery, yeah.
corporates should look up to Rajasthan Royals. Who gives a 7,000% increment here?
Not to Jurel.
Like 14
20 to
No,
14.
corporate should not be looking because then their businesses will pack up.
But 14 crore to Jurel, I think even I was thinking about that right
Still
now.
7,000%.
Highest increment, but no, it doesn't make sense.
But Rinku, yes, for all the toil and KKR's ultimate
Rinku,
match
you're getting
winner.
at 13, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That-
a steal.
That is actually a steal.
biggest steal of
He
IPL.
was at 55,
Yeah,
which I said daylight robbery.
seriously, 55 lakhs.
But it's good on KKR also, they never let go of Rinku.
Who will let go of Rinku, yeah.
No, but even while there was a very
When he
long
was,
time, he was not
yeah,
playing.
correct. Those are.
Yeah.
Okay, let's quickly take questions before we wind up. Sarthak Arya, he says possible RCB 11. He goes with Virat, Venkatesh Iyer, Patidar, Pant. Whoa. Miller can come.
Tim David.
Tim David, Sundar, Hasaranga, Fazalak.
Fazalak Farooqi, Siraj, Yash Dayal.
Yash Dayal.
Impact player Rasik Salam. Oof.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll do the 11s much later.
Much later,
but
yeah.
it's an interesting one. Well, we'll try and build a squad also for each team a little later. Dhanush says IPL bigger than third test versus New Zealand. No, Dhanush. I don't know what you're talking about, but is he talking about our coverage?
No.
Generally.
IPL.
Okay,
He's been
he's saying
sarcastic.
that players are focusing more on IPL than
Yeah.
this.
He's been sarcastic.
We've already done a test match
Yep.
live. You can check that out.
Yeah. Rahul Java is saying, really fed up of not seeing Jurel. India needs a solid middle order batter who has a good defense. Sarfaraz is a slogger. Ouch. Whitewash for sure. Can't imagine in BGT side disaster. Whitewash against New Zealand.
Well, Rahul, we did do a full video on that, and we kind of agree with a lot of sentiments that you've shared. If you didn't check out our live, right after the match, there are a lot of things that we spoke about, the ones that you mentioned. But just on the subject of Sarfaraz versus Jurel, fantastic. I don't think anyone's impressed us as much as he did in those test matches that he played versus England. But Sarfaraz also, right? Just a couple of test matches ago got you 150.
50.
So you can't keep getting rid of players. You bring them, get rid of.
And Jurel, yeah, definitely is much more aesthetic to the eye and is much more solid in that sense, but Sarfaraz knows how to score big runs.
Yeah, but plus if you've given him a chance, he needs to get a long rope. That's it.
Yeah. Mr. Shekhar GTN is saying, should we please throw some light on the recent domestic performances of Mohammad Shah Rukh Khan? RR has the worst retentions, unnecessarily overpaying Jurel, Hetmeyer in place of Joss and Bolt.
Because if you looked at our retention, where we had done RR, we had got Joss and Bolt both.
Hetman is
There was
bad.
no, but Hetmeyer, the thing is that he had done well, but he
Only in
was
patches.
a hit, yes, hit and a
Up
miss.
and down, yeah.
So
Yeah.
if between a Bolt, a proven performer, and Butler, I would have gone. I know different positions that they played. Also, Jurel, I would have wanted him, but not at the price tag.
14,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Yeah. And as far as Mohammad Shah Rukh Khan is concerned, immediately on the top of my mind, I can't recollect.
I mean, even though I did share the news of what Gujarat is going to be doing and Shah Rukh was there, but if you'd asked me personally, I probably would have gone with a Mohit ahead
Yes.
of
Sai Kishore also.
Sai Kishore, I would have, but I'm being realistic. now.
Realistic, yeah.
Not my
I
team,
know.
but even if I'm going by conventional logic,
Mohit, yeah.
Mohit, I would have
Mohit
gone
Sharma,
over, yeah. Sai
Exactly.
Kishore.
This is the perfect opportunity. You get to retain him for 4 crores.
Yep. So, Suhail Rana, is KKR block 12 crore carried next year in the mini auction?
No.
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 They'll be charged 69 crores because the slabs were fixed. The highest retention will fall in the 18 crore bracket. If you pay 13 crore, you'll still be charged 18 crore. I've done a video on that. You can please check the retention rules. What were
Would
they?
this have something to do with taxation?
No, I don't think
12 crores again.
No, that is because I'm negotiating if I'm getting those players cheaper.
Because
then why will
if
go?
anyway I'm showing that as expenditure, I don't know.
Okay.
But why would the players agree to do so? I don't understand.
Just stop anywhere, Shashwat. We'll take a couple of questions before we wind up. Sachin Kashyap is saying, I have believed that, but we are not getting Ishan, foreign wicketkeeper. We would go for Tinanga.
See, Ishan, I thought they would have an RTM option, but since they've picked 5 capped, now he has to go via the auction pool. Mumbai can only RTM a uncapped guy. So yes, Ishan's stock will fall, definitely. Unless,
Yeah, it's the hype around him is nowhere close to 15.
and that's where I think Shreyas is in that same boat. Somewhere, those two were on top of the world in 2022. Now, after all what has happened in the past 1 year, will he fetch that kind of money? That is also another factor in Shreyas Iyer also.
Okay, final comment of the night. Priyanshu is saying, no matter how much money Pant gets, if he ends up at Punjab, he would regret all this. Pant to RCB benefit both parties. Pant gets a huge fan base and RCB get a wicketkeeper captain. Iyer to DC almost certain.
Well, if that happens, then back to those days of 2020, the good old days where Delhi Capitals stood a chance.
Yeah.
Shreyas Iyer is a very good captain.
But again, you would want Mumbai to not be around because anytime you see Mumbai in up against Delhi, be it IPL, WPL, you know the match is gone.
My only grudge against you is WPL versus RCB.
Which is why you were in this trolling mode na today.
Unless you don't win, that is the situation.
On that note, thank you very much for your company as usual. Tomorrow is another day. India precariously placed in the Mumbai Test match after day 1. Hoping for a minor comeback of sorts from the middle order. Whether that happens or not, we'll see. If you want some more analysis on the match, we've got another live. Do check that out. And our videos on IPL retentions will continue.
Yes, it shall, it will.
For the moment, from Shashwat, who's already left, Siddharth, Harshit and I. Now can we say?
Yeah, now we can. Bye-bye, Nandri, Vanakkam, Shubhratri, Shabba Khair, eat your vegetables.
And I'll be Sashwat's proxy. Don't trouble your mom.
And enjoy the